first day at Monte Carlo, perfect weather, the Principality bursting at the seams. Last year's winner, David Coulthard, on pole. He's had his moments here since his podium in '96.
There's a spinner, and it's one of the McLarens. It is David Coulthard.
To the beat, y'all.
David Coulthard is out of the race. Bang goes the engine. There he goes. Look at that. That's worse than it was last time. And David Coulthard wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Over the line goes the McLaren, and David Coulthard moves up into pole position. Absolutely fantastic.
I'm absolutely delighted because Monaco is sort of billed as the most important place to have the pole. You know, as we saw last year, you're still going to be able to get to the end of 78 laps, which is one of the toughest races that we have in the calendar. But I think just as a standalone discipline, to get a pole in qualifying here is a great feeling.
And it's great for us to welcome you to ITV's superb rooftop studio. Winning round here means more to the drivers than any other circuit, and Britain's David Coulthard will be leading the charge to that first corner at Saint-Devote. Tony Jardine and Mark Blundell are with me again. Now, Mark, how highly do you rate that pole of David Coulthard?
I think personally it's probably David's best qualifying session I've ever seen him have. And I've got to tell you, from a driver's perspective, that guy was under immense pressure. To put a lap together around this particular racetrack and get pole position, that's number one for me. He did a great job. And
Tony, absolutely crucial to be in the first three round here.
Well, it is, because overtaking is so difficult, but it also is a race of attrition. 4 finished in 66, in 96 just 5 finished, so keep the car going at all costs. Remember, in 98 they brought Schumacher's car and repaired it and put him back out on the track again.
Okay, thank you, Tony. If you're hearing a few noises behind me, don't worry about that. The car's just clearing their throats really before the start in just over 20 minutes time. If you are joining us for the first time, because we are at Monaco, welcome to you. This is how the standings look as we approach the 7th Grand Prix of the season. Coulthard just 4 points behind Michael Schumacher, 4 times a winner round here. A big gap then to Barrichello, second last year. Ralf Schumacher has never finished here, and in fact only 9 finished the last Monaco Grand Prix. Okay then, Tony, David Coulthard's number came up in that qualifying hour. For me, his finest yet.
Oh, absolutely fabulous for him, but he had thumped the barrier and to back on Thursday, and that knocked his confidence a little bit, and he wanted to have a real go in the 3rd section. So if you look at this for a commitment, and just listen to the tortured tyres. Look at this, there he's right on the edge of the barriers coming anti-nose. Look at the slide, right inch perfect, just kissing the barriers it goes out. Absolutely superb. He knew the time was in there. Observers at the back said he looked visibly the quickest.
Never discount Michael Schumacher round here. For a long while it looked he was going to be on pole, but Mark, he had big problems at the start and at the end.
Yeah, I mean, Schumacher, we've seen before, does get flustered now and again, and this is a prime example. It comes up to Pinaldi, to the chicane, doesn't really think that he can get through there, and gets a little bit put off by him and goes straight through the chicane, gets cut short. This is critical for me. 48 corner, understeers off, just touches the rear left with his rear wheel, gets a clout, rear suspension's broken, back home in a pickup truck. That's not where Michael Schumacher wants to be, not where he wants to finish. He should have been on the front row on pole position, but he's not.
No matter who you are, Tony, Michael Schumacher will stray offline here, and those barriers will bite you.
Absolutely. Juan Pablo Montoya, for example, he's a real street fighting man. Look at this crash, La Rascasse. The car was off balance. In 98, in the Formula 3000 race, he came from the back. This is Ralf Schumacher. He set standards here not as high. He gashed his leg last time. Fisichella, a man who's been 3rd and 4th place here. Great experience around the streets of Monte Carlo. Even he goes off. Now Heinz Harald Frentzen, very experienced, taking the curb on the inside. Very, very wide. He had trouble with the car. Quick donut and a spin there.
A half donut, and he needs to brush up on that technique, I'm telling you.
He's not a good rally driver, is he?
Okay, let's have a look at the grid then, shall we? David Coulthard's time, by the way, nearly a couple of seconds quicker than Schumacher's pole of last year. Then Hakkinen and Barrichello 5th. That's a Monaco best for Ralf Schumacher. Irvine 6th, easily the best so far for Jaguar. And Fisichella out qualifying Jenson Button in the Benetton. Right, let's hear from the top 3. First up, a low-key Mika Hakkinen.
Disappointed because I'm not from pole, but and also disappointed because it's not Tim McLaurin's on the front row, because that could have helped us a lot in the Grand Prix and could have give us maybe a little bit psychologically also a strong feeling.
I doubt that I had that perfect lap, but then it doesn't matter. It matters what is the result in the end.
Luck played a part, of course, because I didn't get any traffic, and tempting as it was when Michael came up with me in one run, I got well out of the way there, because you get back what you give, so I gave him plenty of space. And timing, they sent me out a little bit ahead of the other guys, and I got a clear track.
Ahead of the other guys in morning warm-up as well. David Coulthard, quickest of the lot. The temperature 24 degrees and rising. Coming up, Martin Brundle's grid walk. Now, be sure to stick around after the race if you fancy a touch of the special glitz and glamour at this Grand Prix. We have a champagne ticket for the ball.
Cheer for your team, please. Look, you've got to keep them close together.
Great place to be. You're back with us at sun-drenched Monaco. The start here, always one of the great sporting sights of the year. There are genuine concerns this time after the chaos at the last couple of races. More on that now from James Allen.
One left behind in Barcelona as the launch control system fails. Lots of ducking and diving in Austria as 4 are left behind. How many will it be today? The problem here in Monaco is that the start straight is just 12 metres wide, which means there's literally nowhere to go to get around a stranded car. In comparison, Barcelona and Austria are both 15 metres wide, so it's an extra 1.5 car widths. So you can see the scale of the problem. Now, the FIA has made it clear to all the teams, if they have any doubt whatsoever about their launch control system, they are not to use them. And there'll be heavy penalties if we have a repeat of what happened on the start in Austria. I can tell you that as of right now, Nick Heidfeld, Jean Alesi, both Benettons and both Jordans have decided not to use the system. The last thing we need today at the start is anybody going like this.
It's not just the track, which is incredibly narrow here at Monaco. This pit lane is less than 3 metres wide. It's only a metre wider than a Formula One car. And as you can see, it's absolutely crowded full of people and equipment. It's the most dangerous of all the pit lanes that we visit. So the drivers will be limited to just 60 kilometres an hour when they come in for what's likely to be just the one scheduled stop this afternoon. Is normally 80 kilometres an hour. The good news, though, is that this whole facility is going to be updated. So the teams can look forward to a more spacious and safer working environment in years to come.
Sounds as though Martin Brundle might just have to use his elbows a bit for a promenade along the grid. On you go, Martin.
Hello, everybody. Just busy chatting away here on the grid. James talked you through about the narrowness of the racetrack here, and let me just try and demonstrate that to you. I mean, can you follow me? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 paces across only. Something like 17,000 horsepower sitting on the grid here, but I guess that's not our problem today. Let's try and find somebody whose problem it is and see what they've got to say about it. DC, congratulations on a brilliant pole position, a new lap record for the place. What's going through your mind right now?
Just really focusing on the start, and that's it really, and talking to you.
Okay, and the race itself, I mean, you've got Schumacher and Hakkinen right behind you. That's something for anybody to cope with.
Yeah, it's better to have them behind the smelling my exhaust gases. So it's always a tough race here, as you know. It's one thing is making the start, the other thing is getting to the pit stop, and then you've got to focus towards the end when everything's getting a bit worn out to try and keep it off the barrier. So this is probably the hardest Grand Prix of the season.
Good luck. I know you've got to get your head in to get on some things. Thank you very much. Let's have a wander down, and there's so many celebrities on this grid. You can hardly see the wood from the trees. I think I'm just about, other than the people who are working on this grid, I'm just about the only person I've never heard of on here, I think. I wanted to try and grab hold of Puff Daddy, because he seems like a bit of an unusual man to have on a Formula One grid. Now, here's a man who we should just say hello to, Guy La Liberté. If you've ever been to a Cirque du Soleil show, this was the founder of the Cirque du Soleil. Guy, well, who's going to win the race today?
David. That's what I'm going for, DC.
You're a DC man, yeah?
Now listen, he's a good friend of ours, and he's been doing an excellent job since the beginning of the season, so we're here to back him up.
Good stuff. Good to see you. See you later on. Let's have a wander down, see who else we can find. Is a quick word with maybe Mika. Are you in the mood, Mika, for a quick word for British fans?
Never, Martin, you know that.
Yeah, well, so we're... Okay, mate, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, obviously, you know, the Monaco is difficult the first corner in the first lap after the start. So I have to admit, I'm very happy if I'm going to be third coming out of the first corner. You know, that would be a fantastic place to continue the race like that. I'm not going to try anything too much. From experience, I know if you do try too much, you won't get further than first corner.
So if you're third heading into Casino, you'll be a happy man, and then a long way to go. Somebody's cuddling me here. I don't know who it is. It's the Bolt. Mr. Bolt. Don't switch off my... Bernie, thank you for talking to us, Mick. I can't believe how cool you guys are. Bernie, a quick word. Who's going to win the race?
This one here.
Yeah, you're just saying that because he's standing there. I never thought of you as...
What need you expect? I'm a politician. I tell you what, do you want to have some money on him?
I'm not having any money with you on anything.
I'll put money on him then.
No, but you can have the computers change and make sure he wins or something.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
You've done it before. Okay, Bernie, good to see you. I don't know who else is there. We can barely... where is... I wanted to talk to Sol Campbell as well. Let's see if we can find him. And oh, here's Puff Daddy. Look, I mean, I don't know whether I say hello, Puff, or hello, Mr. Daddy, or I mean, how the hell we approach him, I don't know. But let's... Naomi, is it possible to have a word? Mr. Puff Daddy, how are you?
Yes, how are you?
We're talking live to British fans back in...
What's up, Brit? What's up, London? How y'all doing?
Good stuff. I know you're not allowed to smoke on the grid, but I notice you're not really smoking.
Not allowed to smoke, but as soon as the race starts, I'm going to light it up.
So you're just going to chew on it. Are you nervous or something?
No, I'm never nervous. Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous at all. I'm really having a good fun, but I used to be nervous when I was a Grand Prix driver. But who you fighting? Who do you want to win this race?
I want David to win.
You want David Coulthard to win?
Yes, I do. I want David Coulthard to win.
We've got to go back to the studio. Thank you for talking to us. Goodbye. Cheers.
Thank you, Martin. Launch control looms. Do not adjust your sets. The Monaco Grand Prix comes next.